Hey everyone, this is Brian from Brian Sports and Games with the top 5 best NCAA 14 uniforms. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And here we go. Let's start off with some honorable mentions. First honorable mention will be TCU. TCU always has some pretty solid uniforms. I'm not a huge fan of the purple, but I do like these uniforms, how they're put together. They have a lot of different combinations, and basically every time you play, you can play with a different combination. I like that. But yeah, the only reason why they didn't make the list to me is because I am not a fan of the purple. It looks decent when it's in small amounts, but when they just have those purple jerseys on, it just doesn't look good to me. But yeah, here's a look at all their jersey options for this year. I really like that helmet with the two tones and the purple stripe down the middle. That's a pretty nice helmet there. I do like the gray, but not in this one. The purple pants, just not doing it. That's much better look to me. Yeah, but pair that with a better helmet. And this one, I'm not a huge fan of the Pro Combats, as you'll see in my next video, the top 5 worst uniforms in NCAA. But this is honorable mention number 1. Honorable mention number 2 is Arizona State. Arizona State just recently changed their logo and everything, and their new uniforms look pretty nice. The first one kind of looked like USC a little bit, and now they kind of look like Iowa State. But I really like these with the two-tone letters, and I like the trident on the side because we all know that Brick killed a guy. He stabbed a guy with a trident, and if you don't get that, that's an Anchorman quote. Yeah, but they kind of look like Iowa State a little bit, so I had to downgrade them because some of their uniform choices were not as good as the rest of these on the list. And these are the top 5 will be the best as a whole, not just one uniform, but as a whole, the best uniforms. So let's get into it. Number 5 is the Boise State Broncos. I really like the addition of that big Bronco on the side of the helmet. They have a lot of different options as far as their uniform goes. They got an all-white helmet, a blue helmet, a black helmet I like a lot, and I think it looks really nice. It's hard to be a team named the Broncos and not look like your counterpart from the NFL, the Denver Broncos, but it does a really good job. And I like the two-tone letters here. Not a huge fan of the two-tone letters, but I do like them in this particular one. And I think their whole uniform lineup just looks clean. And they've been doing crazy uniforms for a while now. And along with that blue turf, I really don't like the blue turf. And with the all blue, it's kind of hard to see, but I think the NCAA just changed the rules on them, so they can't wear the blue on the blue field. I might be wrong, but maybe not. Yeah, but I do like all these different options that they have. They have like 10, 11, or 12 different options. Once again, here's the Pro Combat. Not a huge fan. This one looks decent, but as you'll see, some Pro Combats made it on my worst list. And here we go. This is the last one, and then we'll get to number 4. Number 4 is Maryland. A lot of people have different views on Maryland. It's a very hot or cold thing. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm not a huge fan of the lines in the back. But their uniforms are pretty nice. They did a lot of experimenting, and I think it pays off for them. The only thing I wish they would do more was incorporate their terrapin in their uniform. They don't have it on the helmet, and it's just kind of missing. But they have some pretty solid uniforms, and they look pretty nice in the game. Here's number 3. Number 3 is a pretty new addition, and that's North Carolina. I just love the Carolina blue and the white, and I think their new helmets really stand out. Kind of look like a better version of the Carolina Panthers. And here's the black, and I just think that looks solid and one of the top uniforms in the game, no doubt. And it looks a lot nicer. It looks like they can actually play football now instead of just a basketball school. Here's number 2. Number 2 is Baylor. Baylor has spent a lot of time in my lifetime being at the bottom of a lot of lists, but here they've reached towards the top. They have some solid uniforms, and they have one of the better teams, so hopefully with these uniforms they'll be up near the top to stay. It's always nice to see them doing well, coming from a Big 12 school, well, former Big 12 school, that they're making a name for themselves, and that's pretty awesome. But yeah, these uniforms are pretty nice with the gold, and I do particularly like the black and green and gold. Those are pretty. That one right there is very nice. Number 1 is none other than Oregon. I know they have so many different uniforms that, I'm probably going to run out of things to say before we get through all of them. They have 17 different uniforms, and I think all of them are pretty solid. I like the yellow. I like the highlighter yellow look that they used to have, the all yellow jerseys and everything. I just think what they're doing is kind of unfair. I mean, nobody can compete with this. They have Phil Knight's backing, and they just get these crazy uniforms. They can basically wear a different uniform every game and still have some left over, and they look good. A lot of people think that otherwise, but they are my number 1, and this is probably one of their more subtle uniforms, is the white and gray. But I do like the all black and the yellow jersey with the black. Those are pretty nice, and I like the feathers on the side. They really took that and made it their own, and it works well. Them being the Ducks, it definitely is a nice look, and I love the fact that they have the Oregon O on the back. It really stands out, and I think they're top uniforms and one of the top teams in the country. And let's face it, recruiting kids definitely love the different uniforms, and they're winning at that, and they're winning on the field. So, yep, I love to play with the Oregon Ducks. They have fast-paced offense and fast quarterback, fast running back. They're just all about speed, and that's one of the main parts of NCAA 14. This is one of my favorite uniforms right there. And yeah, Oregon they're on top of it. They're stylish. They have the very good brand support, so it's a great thing to see. And this is about it. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see. If you want some more top 5s or top 10s, just let me know. And yeah, this is Brian once again, and thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.